All right, I think we're working. How's everyone doing today? Thank you, everybody, for coming out to the stream. As always, I've been messing with the streaming software and everything else. Switched over to a different software, so we're going to see how this goes. Had a lot of audio issues on the last couple VODs I watched, but anyways, we'll work through it. How's everyone doing today? I also turned down the latency a little bit, so hopefully there's not such a large delay on responding to chat. Like last week, I think it was almost a minute or so, which is kind of crazy. Maybe even longer. Jeremy, how's it going? Andrew, good to see you. Wizard Girly, how you doing? All right, so let's fix this. Give me just a second, guys. Get my crap together here. Cornelio, how's it going? All right, I'm just going to leave that alone. We're going to leave it alone. All right, so we got a lot going on. We just got done with the red alerts. Hope everybody took advantage of that. I think there's still, 3 days going for the spec point and the... What else came with that? Spec point, an upgrade, and something else. If you have finished it, make sure you keep running it, because that will, on day one when you complete it, will give you 8,000 dilithium that same day, and then every day thereafter until it's done. How's the new puppy doing? Good. I think she might make an appearance here in just a little bit. It's a little ball of fur. Shadow, you're welcome, and thank you for that. I appreciate those kind words. Maybe we should start calling it C-Wrap in honor of SEO Store. Yeah. But what do you guys think about the event ship? It's interesting. I gotta tell you, from the top, I do not like the way it looks at all. From the bottom and most of the other angles, I think it looks pretty good. Because from the top, it's like it rolls off, and it almost, from this view, I assume it just kind of rolls underneath, which would be weird, but it doesn't. So I'm pretty happy with the way it looks. I do wish that it was like a flight deck carrier, so it had a 4.4 instead of the 3.3. It would be nice to see Cryptic do something with the carriers, because I think they're falling a little bit behind. Because the flight deck carriers has 2 hangar bays and 4 in the front and 4 in the back, total of 8 weapon slots. And the carriers do not. I don't know what the fix is. Maybe a secondary deflector. Or if you give them 2 more weapons, then it's basically a flight deck carrier. So let's take a look at the video that Cryptic put out of the ship itself. Ray, I hope so. So not half bad looking. For a free ship, I'm excited for it. So that will start. It's in the launcher in a couple days next week, and we'll start being able to do the event. I'll have some videos out on how to progress through the event, and we'll do some live streams during that as well, so we can work on some of that stuff together. Do I think they'll have another legendary bundle? I have it on pretty good authority that there is not a new legendary bundle, but that is not official, so don't quote me on that. Music could be better. Yeah. Dwayne, I think I missed you. How you doing, buddy? JP, how's it going? Another free ship. Dual spec seating. That's something. Yeah, that's something. Definitely not poo-pooing on the ship. I mean, it's not going to be, game breaking and setting records, but especially for free to play or budget players, it'll get the job done. You'll have a lot of fun in it. It looks cool. It's great. Can't complain. Let's take a look at the specs here. I'm sure you guys have looked through most of this. So it's a 3-3. It's got the 4 device slots. We're looking at 3 tactical, 4 engineering, and 4 science. Obviously, you can level with this ship. All tier 6 ships, you can do that now. Inertia rating's not terrible. The trait, backup shield batteries. I probably won't be using this. Maybe on my free-to-play where I don't have a lot to choose from. But it really is going to depend on your play style. If you're building towards your shields for survivability, or what you're doing, whether or not that's going to be useful. And that's pretty true with most traits. The fighters, I think, look pretty cool. This picture's kind of blurry they have up on it. And then they have the, looks like, so they have focused assault. And there was mention that there's changes where you can stack focused assault. And from the way I heard it, it was that different ranks of it would stack. Maybe I heard that wrong. Maybe you can just pile up, a target with focused assaults from different pets and players. But in any case, addressing those kind of issues, same thing with like concentrated firepower. Other players can steal that from you. You can only use, one at a time. And there's a lot of stuff like that is would be nice if they addressed. And it looks like this is at least a sign that they're going down that path. So why is every free ship ugly these days? That's a good question. I got to be honest. This one I think looks better than the winter ship. And it's personal preference. Last year's anniversary ship I thought looked great. The Tamir Raider was nice. The Ryzian cruiser or cruise liner, I don't know. Not a super big fan. I don't think that ship was supposed to look, sleek and cool. It was supposed to have kind of that yacht, luxurious kind of look to it, What's the best tier 5 ship to use for the coupon? I have a video on that from last year when they did that. You got kind of 2 different routes, right? So you'll find that some of the tier 5 ships have an extra console slot. So it'll have 10. Some of them have 9. The ones that have 9 have a fleet variant. So you could use a fleet module and get the fleet variant. Then you could upgrade the fleet variant to a T5U. If you get one that has 10 consoles, there is no fleet variant, and you can just straight upgrade that to a T5U. So that's kind of like the base thing that I look at. What steps do I want to take to try and, because you want to try and get that to a tier 5 upgrade if you can, grind out for one of those, because then it basically makes it a tier 6 without specialization seating. And I use one heavily on my free-to-play account. So, the rest of it is going to really be, again, personal preference. I like the Odyssey. I can't remember the exact name because there's a million different versions of it. But it's the Odyssey class, tier 5. And I use that on my free-to-play, and it does very, very well. I can tank with it, DPS with it. It's a good ship. And I believe it has the upgraded slipstream. So, Tour of the Galaxy, you get a longer duration on that. Got gifted Hirogen, pretty decent. Yeah, the Hirogen Hunter is an excellent ship. You can buy it off the exchange for like 1 to 3 million, and you can't beat it for that kind of price. And it comes with a free upgrade built into it. So it's basically a tier 6 ship without specialization, and you can do really, really well with that. The mastery in it's pretty good as well. All right, let's take a look at what else we have going on. So, as most of you are probably aware, today's free giveaway claim in-game is going to be the Tier 5 coupon. That's why that question came up. So make sure that you log in, go to the C Store or Z Store, and go to the promotion tab and claim that. I got to tell you, I was pretty bummed out yesterday. I logged in to grab the spec points, and they automatically applied when you claim them. They did not drop into a box. So on my main account, when I claimed them, I was on a character that was fully maxed, and so they basically got wasted. I think I got a little bit of dilithium for it. Parker, how's it going? I had rather, had I known, and it wasn't stated, I would have opened it on one of my support characters or newer characters, but so something to, I guess, watch out for in the future. If you're unsure if it could be something like that, the Tier 6 coupon's not going to be like that, so I wouldn't worry about it. Yeah, the Operations Cruiser, I believe so. That's the one. Make sure that you're claiming those on characters that you want it to be on, just to be on the safe side. You got the Scimitar? I got the Scimitar. I actually logged into my kid's account and did it for him last year just because I wanted to check it out. That's a cool ship. All right. Okay, so that is our daily claim. And guys, if I'm missing you in chat, I apologize. If you have specific questions as well, hit up the Discord. The link's down below, and either I or someone else in the community will respond to you if you have a specific question that you're not getting answered in the stream here. All right, let's talk about the Emerald Chain boxes. I think this ship looks cool. I really like the animation they did with the turrets, how they move and track the target. That's a nice addition to the game. I'd like to see more of that, and maybe some of the older ships retrofitted. I think that'll only happen with older ships if those older ships are going to be featured in some sort of new content, kind of like we saw with the Taren stuff. Or if they're, I don't know, making a legendary version of it, or some sort of... you know, something that's basically going to either be driving new content or new sales. But it's a really cool addition that they've added into the game here for the first time, having that animation. Trizander, what's up, buddy? The beard. I was trying to comb it. I meant to, like, shower first, you know, because it, like, flattens it all out, but just get all these little flyaways. Anyways, let's not make it weird, man. I'm gonna take it right off the rails. Guys, if you haven't checked out Trizander, definitely do that. He is on YouTube and Twitch. I did not pre-save the link for his Twitch, but he's on every night, basically 9, 10 o'clock my time, which would be, 9 hours from now or so. Definitely check him out. Here's a link to his YouTube channel. Kwools also streams on Twitch, and I did save a shout out for you. I'm going to get these automated at some point here. But definitely jump over to his channel. Give Kwools a follow. I would much appreciate it. So, it don't work, man. Sorry. Is that working? Okay. There we go. All right, let's take a look at the Emerald Chain stuff. I also like the costume here. I briefly read through this, and I'm not sure where this comes from. I'm assuming it might be Lobby that was added. Does anybody know? Is it a like Lobby set like the Romulan stuff we got last time, and it gives you the Taylor unlock? Very welcome, Kwools. William, playing since beta. Yeah, the game's so big. There's just so much. I mean, I'm still learning. You know. Thank you for that, though. All right, so it gives us a bunch of stuff that really is meaningless, at least to me. I'm looking for the nuts and bolts here. So the lockbox is going to have the same kind of lineup that you would normally get with the lockboxes. So we're going to have a ship. which is the Emerald Chain ship here that they featured on stream. It's really, I think, a cool ship. I think it probably, for most players, is going to be a pretty strong ship as well. So it's a Dreadnought. I don't think it, this does not have hangar pets, does it? It's a Juggernaut. Okay, yeah. Not a Dreadnought. So the Dreadnoughts have hangar pets. The Juggernauts do not. So we're getting some new weapons as well. They're plasma-based weapons. The ship will come with, you know, the base white infinity ones that level with you, and then the weapons packs out of the lockbox will drop these weapons. There's cannon and beam types. I don't know if there's going to be an omni or a wide angle or not. The proc on these, I'm assuming we'll have the standard plasma proc and the new proc, although it doesn't say that, so maybe not. But it is going to have a chance of giving you basically fire cycle haste for a short period of time, which is kind of cool. So for, you know, cannon, rapid fire, scatter volley, or even beam overload, that's always nice to have built into the weapons. Generally, when I build, you know, ships around, especially beam overload or cannon scatter volley, I'm looking at that fire cycling haste. Really, I guess that's important with any kind of energy weapon build, but especially with beam overload, because under that mode, you're getting a reduction to that right off the top. So okay, I should have made notes. Okay, so that's our traits. So there's going to be 2 traits that also come. So these will be just straight lockbox starship traits that you'll be able to get out of there. They're most likely, most of the time, they are really cheap when they first come out, and then if it's discovered if they're going to be really good, then they'll go up in price. So I'd recommend hanging on to 1 or 2 if you open boxes, or, you know, pick up one of each if they're real cheap on the exchange, and just see what happens. A lot of times these will be like 300,000 or less. They can be real cheap. If people, you know, think that there's nothing special, doesn't say anything about damage or anything like that, then you'll see people just putting them up to get rid of them. All right. Okay. So we're going to get some kit modules, universal, one for each of the different classes. Again, these are going to need to be, you know, gotten, equipped, and checked out to see, are they good? Can they be mixed with particular things? So generally, similar to those traits, we'll need to get them in game and see how those do. When I read through these, none of them grabbed my attention, but most stuff that's, you know, quote unquote meta or really good generally doesn't either at first, until, you know, I watch a CasualSAB video or just try it out for myself, and I'm like, oh wow, these things work together pretty good. Sometimes there's things in there that'll tell you right away it's good to go, but so I'm not saying they're bad. I'm just saying we'll have to wait and see what they look like there. All right, so we're also going to get a kit frame with that. So it's going to be a full setup kit frame, 1 universal and 1 kit module per class. So that's kind of cool. New duty officers. So we'll have packs of those. The weapons experts look interesting. So they talked about this a little bit on the 10 Forwards stream, that the weapons expert duty officers, they're going to do something similar to what you would have with... it almost looks like they're combining like how we use ETM, Entwined Tactical Matrix, and Withering Barrage. So we have a chance when you're activating a rank 1 beam or cannon fire mode to activate a rank 2 or 3 version of it. So that's really going to depend on what is, you know, the chances, and, you know, how many can you equip. Probably 3 is normally how that works. But that might be a good option for somebody that doesn't have, you know, either of the aforementioned starship traits that are really important for, you know, doing cannon scatter volley builds, doing tanking builds, and now this will also, you know, overflow into beam overload, cannon scat or rapid fire. So I think that as long as they are not outrageous, and there's a lot of them that hit the market, we most likely can get our hands on these fairly inexpensive, at least one of the quality, you know, tiers of them, and be a good option for someone that doesn't have some of those Z-Store ships. Let me catch up with chat here a little bit, guys. Suits and guns or lobby unlocks. Okay. So that's going to be lobby unlocks per character. So it's like the Zot Vosh or the Vot Zosh. I always say it backwards. That was like that, where you had the multi-piece set and then it unlocked the Tailor unlock, which I got that just for that Tailor unlock, because I think that helmet looks really, really cool. I don't know that I'll do that for this. At the time, I had a little bit of extra lobby, and that is not the case now, so. Hope they give us animated turrets on the Soyuz. Yeah, I hope they give it to us on everything that's got it canon. That would be really cool. What a handsome stud. Christopher, thank you. Finally see you live. What's up, MC Stu? Love your videos, man. Hey, thank you. I appreciate that. Boy, if you don't, that's an awesome username. How's it going? All right, let's go down here a little bit farther. So we're going to get 6 new captain's traits. So personal space traits, personal ground traits. And again, similar kind of thing. We'll need to get a look at these in game. These gives pretty, vague descriptions here on what it's going to do. It tells us what it's going to do, but it doesn't give us, that chance and the qualifiers, that are really going to determine how good these abilities are going to do. But I would definitely, check them out. A lot of this stuff, like I said, hits the exchange and is pretty inexpensive. Obviously, the ships and, some of those other things. Weapons will probably start off fairly expensive, I'm guessing. But some of this other stuff, if you find it on there and it's cheap, I'd pick some of it up after looking at the specs in game to see, what it actually looks like. Gotta go watch the nephew. Have a good one. Hey, thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. Have a good one. CT. Oh, I'm gonna dox you now, man. I'm just joking. What's up, buddy? All right, what else do we got? Okay, that's more space traits. This gun's kind of interesting. Okay, so this is part of the Lobi set, looks like. Anti-proton duress pistol. It's kind of plain. Was this in the show? I don't remember. Nick, what up? Hat hair? Kind of. I got it a little wet and, did one of those. We'll call it on purpose. Osiris, what's up, man? So there's no specific stats on the gun, nor on the, is this a Tailor unlock or is it armor? This unlock, security gear, this unlock both cosmetic and armor. Okay, so this is actually armor that has stats and gives you the Tailor unlock, so that's cool. I think it looks kind of cool. Wish we got a little, a few more angles on it, but I'm sure we'll see people running around with it here in the next week, so. All right, another lockbox. I wanted to go back and look at, let's take a look at the 12th anniversary stuff here. Reminds you of the Super Star Destroyer. Star Wars Empire Strikes Back movie. Yeah, from the right angles, I agree with that. Some of these ships where they're building, designing them kind of outside the box in terms of like your standard Star Trek Federation design, it's hit or miss. Some of them I think look really cool. Like I really like this ship. But some of the other ones I'm not as excited about. Do you think Cryptic will involve on the PS5 for Star Trek Online? If I had to put like money on it, I would probably say no. But I don't know. I know that, like, for instance, everybody that's playing on consoles, most or all of this stuff is not happening for you yet. So it's a little bit delayed. And that's because on console, the QA process and all of that is a lot more strict. And so PC ends up kind of being like the test bed. They'll put the stuff out, they'll do hot fixes. And then once an update is fully flushed out and we're already getting the next one, then they'll give that to you guys. I don't know if they can just port the game over, if that's something that, you know, Xbox or PlayStation will allow, given the age of the game and, like you said, the graphics. Because just putting the game on, you know, a PS5 is not going to change the graphics for you. I mean, you're talking about updates to the game itself or, you know, to the engine. And if they were going to do that, that would be for everything essentially. Because they're essentially, you know, they're identical games. They're just a little bit behind in the content updates to them. Costume unlock. That's what it looks like, right? Oh, and I did see a Nick MB. Let us get him a shout out. He streams on Twitch, mainly STO, and lately a little bit of Warships. Check him out, guys, and give him a follow. Stargate, what's up, man? I think March is when console gets the 12th anniversary. Okay. Wow, okay, so that's, what, 3 months away? Yeah, so you got a little bit of a delay there. So all the same stuff that I'm, you know, making in these videos for these events will apply to you. It's just going to be about a 3-month delay. All right, so what I wanted to look at here, did it list? So we're getting a new mission, one new mission, and it looks like one new TFO. Okay, episodes, Red Shirt. Is that supposed to say Jupiter? Anyways, and a new TFO. So that's nice. We're getting a little bit more content. I'd like to see more episodes and content being added to the game. I mean, I like seeing new ships. I don't like spending money, you know, as much, but I'd like to see them, you know, focus a little bit more on putting, you know, new stuff in game for us to do, not just gear and ships. Parker, 50% of the time. According to my stats, it's more like 45% of the time. Some nights it's 100% of the time. Not fun. It's Jupiter in Latin. Gotcha. I have a hard time with English, so I mean, it's all bad. That is the old Latin spelling for Jupiter. Okay. Well, I'm happy I didn't try and sound that out live on stream. Can any of the Tier 5 ships from Coupon be made T5Us? Yes, all of them can, with the exception of the ones that have fleet ships, I believe. You have to get the fleet ship, and then you can upgrade that. Correct me if I'm wrong. You might be able to upgrade directly, and there might just be more option. One way or another, you can upgrade. All right. Well, that was what I wanted to point out on the anniversary update. And when does that start? That starts on the 25th. So in 3 days, we can start doing that. I'll have a video out most likely that morning. I'll probably just it won't be the episode or the TFO. I don't want to spoil that, you know, for anyone that's pumped about trying it out for the first time. And you don't need me to tell you, you know, queue this up to get the points. What I will do is show you guys how to do the Omega farming. And there's some other kind of little side prizes you can get from that daily, which are kind of cool. So I'll go through that on the morning of the 25th and get that out right away. It'll just be a short one, just showing you what to do, where to go, how to get through that, so you can make sure you're working towards getting your ship. What's different between the tier 5 and tier 6 ships? So the main difference is going to be hit points, amount of consoles, and tier 5 ships, even when they're upgraded to use, do not have specialization seating. They also are not going to have a starship trait. So basically, if you have a tier 5 and you upgrade it to a tier 5U, then it's basically a tier 5 or tier 6 ship at that point, minus the starship trait and the specialization seating. All right. And I found this nice place thanks to Augmented Dictator. He's got a great video on really good places in game that have nice scapes and backgrounds for all your shelfies. To coin a phrase from Trizander, which ship selfies, which he's the master of. This one looks really, really good. Let's take a look at where it's at. I just followed him where he said on the map. I didn't even read what it was. I can barely read that. Enzarka system in the Delta Quadrant, near the bottom of the Delta Quadrant. All right. I am going to go and refill my tea, and then I think we're going to jump over into the Taren battle zone and kill some Tarens for some funsies for just a little bit here, guys. If you want to join me, we can start heading over there. I'm going to get a refill on the drink real quick, and then I'll be back in just a moment, and we'll jump into it and have some fun here blowing stuff up. So I'll be right back with you here in just a moment. Here's the new pup. She's a little cutie. What do you guys think? She barely cried last night. She's getting along with my other dog. It's working out good. If you're single and you don't want to be, you just pick up one of these. It's a magnet. She's a little Pomeranian. My wife's mom breeds them. She's so good and quiet. The last puppy we had, she was a spaz. I think she's still freaking out because she came home yesterday, so. Does she play STO? Not yet, but we're going to train her. She looks so sad. All right. This is Riker. He's the dog and cat whisperer of the family.
One thing to do. Simba!
All right. Get out of here. Half Pom, half Maltese. I have a Maltese actually asleep right down here. He's 15. That's the replacement dog, because any moment, all he does is sleep, and he breathes so slow. So, like, twice a day, I look over, and I gotta, like, take a second, and I'm like, is that it? Nope. I got a feeling at this point, Scotty's gonna live forever. All right, let's jump over to the Taren battle zone. Simba move. Yeah, those little dogs, they live forever. It feels like. All right, we're gonna jump to Defura, and then we'll cruise on over. Same plan, puppy breath. And I think I'm gonna hop in a different ship before we get started here. This one is actually not properly set up, it's just pretty. I like how it looks. Oh, what do we want to bring? Let's bring the Defiant, if I can find it. So kill some Terrans, and then I'll see what is up with the B team and if they would like to show off a ISE before we call it a day. Have more batteries? I am always out of batteries. Whatever. I'll deal with it. Don't say that with Triz around. Can you use class of ship with any career, i.e. engineer? Yes. Yes, you can. So the only difference between classes is going to be the innate captain's abilities. So like for tactical, for instance, I have attack pattern alpha. Engineers don't have that. They're going to have EPS transfer and some other abilities. There are a couple personal space traits that are specific for your class, but other than that, there is not any other real, defining differences. Begin Badlands, enter Badlands. There we go. Engineers are probably the best in the game. I have it on good authority. I'm just joking. Not that they're the worst. I don't want to say if they're good or bad, okay? It depends on what you want to do. I have quite a few engineers. I have a tank engineer that does very well. If you are trying to get records in team runs, mid-max DPS, then you are going to want tactical. Can you get records and extremely high runs in engineers? Yes. There's people on the board that are, 1.8 million in engineers? Not Rob, but I'm just joking. All right, where are we going here? Is this one already cleared? It is not. Okay, we're going to the right. Whoops. I really like the paint job on this. It looks so good. Yeah, Mass, I think that makes the most sense. Generally, like, best case scenario for some of the high-end runs that we're doing is to have like 4 tactical and 1 science. At least for the kinetic torpedo meta. If you were doing a I don't know, cannon scatter volley, then having an engineer would be helpful. So it also depends on what exactly you and your team are doing. Nick requires an Australian tactical officer. Alien. I haven't been in the Badlands battle zone in a while. Yes, good reminder, Jeffrey. Make sure you guys are claiming your free gift today out of the C-Store, Z-Store under the promotion tab. I need to do that, so that's how you would do it. I don't know if it'll let me, but yep, claim. And there we go. So it'll give you a box. You can move this box around to different characters. It's just bound to your account, so you can't sell it or anything. Whoa. New fleet tier 5 Gal X, nice. It's such a good looking ship. They did a really good job on the Galaxy in this game. No, I didn't want to do that. Ship is so fast, it's ridiculous. Thank you for that heal, by the way. About the Dyson ROM Science Destroyer, those are really cool looking ships. I have the one of the Fed ones. Whoa, whoa. There's a little bit of lag spike. All right, where are we going next? Farther east. It's PC only right now. Console in March is what Stargate had said. So you guys will get that. You guys are just a little bit behind us on most of these update pushes. I think the only one you guys are not is the winter event, if I'm not mistaken. That's an asteroid. You get Jeff Bezos to sponsor me. I'll donate the game. Winter event runs at the same time as PC. Yeah, I mean, that's one of those things Ready would have to, since it's based around the holiday season. You know, and that's probably why we don't get a lot of major updates to that event, because it has to be able to pass QA at the same time as console. All right, okay, we gotta go this way. Summer and winter event, okay. Still missing the tier 6 Nova and Saber, okay. There's 6. There's tier 1 ships, right? Tier 6 is the highest. Just for then, it's your turn to run. I'll be tank as well as soon as turn into tactical cube. Going to just warp out. Oh, Rava. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. Whoop, and they're shooting at my aft. Variant of tier 6 prime console. You know, and I'm just thinking out loud. If they put, you know, sought after consoles like, say, the DPRM in the C store, and I don't know, let's say they sold them for $15, half the price of a ship, would you buy that? I would. And I probably would buy more. I don't want to see the game that go that way. I mean, to be honest, I'm just thinking, like, given the way that it is, that would be nice if they did that. I would really like to see more gear from missions, sets, things like that. It's been quite a while since we've gotten a set or a good set. $10 would be nice, yeah. Where's the Torp in the aft? Well, one of these enemies almost put one there. That's the closest I got for you, though. I got a Torp in the front, and it's purple. Sorry, your immersion is broken. Alright, I'm going to stay in this ring here so we can get this progressed. Where's my mouse? There it is. It's okay, you can see the beard. Beard meta. Gonna min-max the beard. I don't know what it is with you and my beard, though. I mean, I'm no, like, Big Papa Tart. His beard, holy shit. My camera helps, but, I mean, I got places where it doesn't quite grow in all the way. Like, Triz, I guess it's all relative, right? Wizard. I'll get back in there. It's almost done. Oh, that feedback pulse is the worst. Nick makes sense. It's only because you didn't hear him audibly. All right. All right, bring it on. Yeah, the Mud store is supposed to be a joke, you know, or a play on the show. How the guy's a ripoff and a shyster. Because really, I mean, you want to view it more like the mud store is only available certain times of the year, right? So you can always see it, and you can buy something at an outrageous price, but it's really, you know, designed for you to purchase stuff when it's on sale. Getting towards most strike level. What do you mean, Nick? Oh, you mean in the toxicity towards you? Like I said to Rob, I didn't mean it. That's weird. Yeah, it's a lot of money. That is 100% true. You know, and it's one of those things like value is really, you know, subjective to you, right? So you could look at some of those bundles and say, okay, well, if I wanted to get those ships for from Lockboxes, we talked about this last time, you know, you're paying a fraction of the price to get the ships in the bundle and their account unlocks. But that doesn't really, it speaks to the value only in comparison to the only other way to get it, right? So it's like if I was going to try and sell you something for, you know, $1 million, but I gave you, you know, 50% off, it's still a lot of money, you know? If you're somebody that does open lock boxes or, you know, spends a lot on the anniversary packs and stuff, then the Muds bundles, when they're on sale, is an excellent deal, you know, to you. If you're somebody, you know, that doesn't spend a lot of the game or can't, and I was like that for a long time. I didn't spend much, and I'm currently not spending a lot on it, but here and there I will. But anyways, then, you know, they're a lot of money. I mean, that's really kind of the bottom line. Oh, I forgot about him. Okay, he evaporated. Augie's not here to tell me I still have my face up large on the screen. All right, what do we got next? All right, well, I'm already pointing this way, so I'm going to head up to the north side here. Yeah, that is a lot of money. I was watching, who was it? The guy that was one of the big WoW players and now does the Final Fantasy. I can't remember his name. Anyways, he had a whole video on that. It was pretty interesting. Damn tractor beam. Hey, Nick, is it possible to get a ISE run in when we're done with this? I, of course, will hang around for full cycle or multiples if we're doing that. Holy crap. A little bit of rubber band in there. All right, here we go. Last one, and then we get to fight their fleet. Well, thank you, Rob. I take back everything I said about engineers. You know I'm not a hater. My tank is an engineer, and it is fantastic. I don't care what Spencer says. All right. I know, I wish I had some of those sound commands. Some of them, not all of them. Rob, I'm just going to approve that, okay? I trust you. My kid is fully aware that I'm live, but he is still calling me. It's weird. Alright, where's the portal generator? There it is. Is there another one? Oh no, it comes back up. Guess it'd help if I got in range, huh? I'm a noob. Alright. A little bit to the right. Does the Goon Squad play this game? If you're talking about my kids, they have at times, they all have accounts. But it's been a while. PvP on PC is 1%. PSN is about 90%, and I don't know about Xbox. PvP is 90% on Xbox? Is that what you said? That's surprising to me if that's what you meant. Am I in the right place? I am. Yeah, I'd get destroyed in PvP as well. PvP is met in a different way. Yeah, for sure. I mean, there's a specific way to build. I mean, really for everything, right? I mean, like the coordinated team runs that we do is fairly different than how you would do like competitive runs or especially, you know, random pug runs. I wanted to have a shirt made that said like pug life. I just don't know if people would get it. So I think the term pug is used in more than just STO. When I Googled it, all I found was dog shirts. Yeah, that's a good point, Rob. That's a good idea. Because that makes it, even if they don't know what it is, they know it's not the dog. I think I said this a couple streams back. I also want one that says, like, Curlin here. And I want to wear it in public. And one day, I'm going to run across one of you guys. You know, we're going to see each other from across the street, make eye contact, and we're going to know that we just became instant friends. Be looking at each other like, yeah, fuck that guy. Video card crashed and rebooted computer. Oh man, that sucks. Big boss. A pug with warp nacelles? Yeah? Then that would kind of confine it to the STO. So if they, you know, random person deciphered that, you'd know right away we're on the same page. Here in Scotland? Yeah, that would make it a little harder. Do you know why it's crashing? Yeah, because that card's like way overkill for this game. I mean, if there is such a thing, right? This ship's turn rate is ridiculous. Like, watch this. Oh, here we go. Where is Lita? Oh, we still got a minute. 300 FPS? Jesus. See, I think my wife has the... Is it the 5600? RX 5600? And it's got a letter at the end of it. She's a Fortnite player. We're able to get like about 240 FPS out of it. And I got her a monitor. It's got a 240 refresh rate. She's pretty competitive. It is a little squishy, that's for sure. I think I've anchored on it too, so if I stop, it's like an instant explosion. Yeah, Rob, you know. She's competitive and she is not shy about it. Yeah, I mean, Parker, I'm not a big fan. She live streams it, and she, she gets people that are cool, and she gets, moron kids, and then a-holes, and the full gamut. It's pretty standard. Yeah, pretty much. The only Fortnite stream I'll watch. And it's not so bad now that we've added all those sound commands. Yeah, GG. All right. All right. Well, that was fun. I haven't wiped that map in quite a while. Thank you, everybody that joined in on that. I appreciate it. That was a lot of fun. I am going to go back up to sector and switch out ships, and if the B team is ready and willing, we'll do the ISE supported run, so you guys can get a look at that. We're hoping to get more people interested in playing more roles in the game and being able to play the game around a team like you would in SWTOR or something like that, where you have dedicated healers and dedicated tanks and dedicated DPS. SDO does not force you to do that, but on the high-end elite content, if you want to perform really well, it is necessary. So all the mechanics are there for it. It just doesn't enforce it or encourage it. I personally would like to see some of that change. From the game standpoint, it is not going to change. I understand that, but where's the wormhole? There it is. Line her up and engage. They changed from yellow to red because Patrick Stewart's look bad in yellow. Are you saying that's why, is that why they changed it in going into the next generation? Just rewatched DS9 again a few months ago. I'm due for a rewatch of one of the series. It's been a while. I used to go through all of them and then start them all over for years, since I was like a teenager, but it's been a little while. And I got to say, it's mainly because of playing this game. Like, I'd rather come play in this, Star Trek universe than watch the shows a lot of time. Okay, that is why. All right, let me jump in Discord here.
Cruise around between two.
That's loud. Let me turn that down.
Going the destroyer.
What are you guys doing?
The destroyer is fun.
But you play really aggressively, so that's
Yeah.
Warships?
Yeah, we're talking about warships right now.
Such a good game.
Good thing you didn't unmute. Yeah, we were saying things.
You guys are talking crap?
Yep.
Mixed
All about that beer.
Trizander, hello.
No, mixed stud.
Oh my
Don't make
God.
it weird. Don't make it weird.
Don't, yeah, don't make.
All right, I
Go
think
change
that
your
He
pants.
needs to go change his pants again.
Yep.
BRB.
Oh my God.
I would say Deep Space Nine is probably my favorite as well. Are we good to do a run?
Waiting on you.
All right, let me switch ships.
I'm on science.
All right. Where
The delay isn't as bad as it was last time.
I did the lowest latency. And I went down to, instead of the 4K, the 1440. Well, real 1440. It wasn't real 4K before. What ship am I looking for?
The Malakowski.
Yep. I need to start remembering the names of my ships. Mark, I'm glad you made it. Thank you for being here. Fortunately, shipping to the U.S. isn't exactly cheap. Otherwise, I'd suggest you and your boys take a look at. They're into Legos and Star Trek.
Blue brick? Huh.
I have to look that up. Sounds cool. I remember going to like Lego exhibits and stuff like that when I was a kid. They were so cool. You go in and they'd have those masterpieces built. You know, they're huge.
Oh, that is cool.
Terrible.
Make sure my stuff isn't
Wow.
messed up.
Awesome.
Rob, don't you have your engineer tank up?
We need that.
I can come on the engineer tank.
So, Pete.
No.
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 What is your favorite Star Trek ship? Mine is going to be the USS Excelsior. The Excelsior is a beautiful looking ship. I like that quite a bit. I really like the Titan, I'd have to say. It just looks like it's, you know, business, professional oriented. And I really like the original Enterprise, or the one that we saw in the first original movies is probably got to be up there with my, yeah, I'd have to say that's my number one. No pun intended. How many people currently work on STO currently? I do not. I don't know. Spencer, do you have any idea?
It's 30 to 40.
30 to 40?
Yeah.
That actually surprises me. With me, yes. In Discord here, we have Nick, MB. We have Rob. We have K-Wolves. We have Greg from Greg's Lounge. Check him out on Twitch, guys. He streams live on there and is awesome. Welcome. We have Trizander and we have Spencer, or Casual SAB.
Supreme Fleet Leader.
The Supreme
Say
Fleet
it
Leader.
right.
I am
Say it right.
the anti-engineer player.
Oh, here we go. Don't listen to him. If you like that, it's all good.
That's not a good start. Spencer.
Sorry.
No, you're not.
I heard he likes to AFK people.
Whoa, buddy.
There's a clip actually for that.
No, that's fake
It
news.
can't be fake. It's mixed up. You know where it is.
Proof tonight at 9 p.m. on Trizander's stream.
I
it.
do not AFK people. I don't even
Hashtag
do random
exposed.
TFOs.
Here's a mixed stew fanboy.
Chaos, we have tax support.
Wow, Rob.
All right.
It's almost a little late to be asking that, isn't it? Considering you had like
Rob-
20 minutes to set this team up.
Yeah, and the Rob's on tank though. I don't know.
I'm on tank. Or I can go to support.
Shots fired. I would like to be as casual a player as Spencer. That's good.
No.
AFK gate.
Oh no. No.
Here we go.
I'm gonna be canceled, dude. Triz is gonna get me canceled with that sound clip.
I'm gonna figure out how to get a Chiron going on the stream for next time. We can just put little meme things up on it.
Oh, no.
I am almost ready. Let me combat log up.
Oh,
at
yes.
log.
Yes, yes, yes.
And I might as well
Combat log too,
launch combat log now.
I'm bad luck too.
Working on it.
Cooldowns are good.
On ground, good to go.
I am going to beam down. So we try and maximize every little bit of these as possible. So we beam down to ground so that when we enter the map, you don't have the same kind of animation. So it gives you a couple extra moments to get more mines out for your opening attack. Okay, save that. Let's beam down. I like this song. We're going to start that over. We're going to turn it up a bit. We'll save it just in case we need to cut this record run. Here we go.
Terrible.
We're gonna have a new tier, like separate record for doing it live.
Stroke the beard.
Whenever I record our runs, it's always garbage. Are Torp builds any good in this? Yes,
They do all right.
Yeah, they do okay.
they're pretty
Yeah.
good.
I heard the gravimetric torpedo was good.
I'll
I'll take the
we
Rob
probably
special.
need to reform.
Yeah, because I'm still
Why?
beaming down to DS9 and I'm stuck in a loading screen.
Terrible.
That's a great start.
Sorry. Sorry.
That's fail number 1.
Well, now that means you can record because you've, canceled out the failure from that.
There you go.
Yep. What is the delay? It's only about, what, 15, 20 seconds?
Sounds like normal.
Something like that, yeah.
Okay, I am on ground, and let me make sure my battery stayed equipped. They did, and ready.
That took you forever to beam down.
Yeah, it did. It was almost like it wanted to transfer me in the middle of it, and it just got me stuck there.
Yeah,
hold
I've had
on.
that before. My bad.
All of my tricks worked when we left out.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Feature.
Let me double check mine. I'm still good.
Nope, mine are not. I have to add them all back.
Did we get in a Mo Strike stream today?
No, I don't think she's doing any weekend streams at the moment.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I've taken Cold Hearted off this build 10 times now and it keeps coming back on.
Yeah.
You have no combat buff.
I don't have any control over it.
well,
If
you
you
have
were
access to
in
plug it him.
the Breakfast Club, you'd always have combat buff.
Well, we'll address that in a little while.
No.
And
Tell me,
look at that.
Kale's-
Rob's not even in the fleet, and he's recruiting for you.
What kind of weird stuff do you guys do in game? Not too weird. I like to try and make my character move without him actually taking steps. It's weird. You
Alright,
creep
I'm
up
back.
on people. And trust me, I know there's some weird crap that goes on around Deep Space Nine, and that's not what I'm asking about.
Oh my god.
I shouldn't even bring that up. What is my wife sending me? I don't want to buy another version of Minecraft. Can I do a free trial of Minecraft Bedrock? Oh no, that's my kid, not my wife. A free trial just means you're paying for it in 30 days.
True.
So I hold the left button and then just really fast tap the right button.
You watching me do it right now?
There's people.
There's just everyone's looking.
Oh my
I'm like, what's going on?
There's someone that just walked out of the exchange and they're saying to themselves, what happened to my game? Like, I've never seen lag rubber banding like this before.
I'm just holding down the right click and spamming the left click.
Yeah, that's how I do it. Oh god, that's making me cry. Dude, if you can make him do that backwards, you might be able to make it look like you're moonwalking.
Look how many people are doing it.
This is terrible.
Yeah, it is. I'm ready. By the way.
Grandpa, you good?
Yeah, we've lost it all right. That went sideways, and it's my fault. All right. I gotta get it together. All right. Game face. It's gonna be all bad. It's either gonna be all bad or it's gonna be all good. All right. I just gotta not think about it. My mines won't actually start auto launching until like after about 5 seconds.
I've got left. Nick, you are on start gate. Rob, you or no, Kayla, she take right.
I've got the right. Yep.
Yeah.
You want me to hold my D-bus for left side?
No, let's have Nick. Nick do that.
Okay.
I've already effed it up, but that's okay.
I will dump everything at the queue.
I'll watch the beard.
Auxiliary on start. No, tractor beam! Get off me! Oh, this is disgusting looking.
You at 1-4 right now.
That's okay.
We have loose on left. First salvo going down.
Okay. We'll just clean them up and finish it either way.
Okay.
Working on it.
So when we're doing runs, we would normally leave one like this that's just kind of turns into a mess. Auxiliary, if you want to use it. What else do we have left?
Clear, you're ending at 1562.
Yeah, slightly higher than the week before last live stream run. So we'll call that a win.
No one.
Whew. All I could think about is that crowd of zombies just taking tiny little steps. Like moonwalking, yes. Moonwalking forwards. That was ridiculous.
Rizio, you're up.
All right. Guys, I'll be right back with you to finish up the cycle. Give me just a second here. So we're going to finish it up for the night. I forgot to start my music, too, for the run. That would have helped calm me down, but I just got distracted with the with the walking. That was so good. Oh, man. Atreus, how's it going? Good to see you. You're just catching the end because I'm just finishing it up right now. But I'm glad you made it in. Or have you been here? Been here lurking? Anyways, thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Must have brains. Yeah. All right, let's not start that. Should we start that again? It's so stupid. It's the new walk meta. Dan, how's it going? What is good escort to get from the event campaign reward? Not looking for max DPS. The Defiant is good. There's quite a few. I need to kind of look at the list to give you an honest opinion. I like the Defiant. But you know, anything that's going to have your 5.3, 5.2 The Maquis Raider is pretty good as well. That's, that price took a good amount of work to get. I would jump in the Discord and ask in there, what we think. Because then we could give you a little more, I don't know, a little more thought, out answer, ask you some questions so that, you can make the best decision. Moonwalk City. Just dropping in. I appreciate it. All right, guys, that is going to finish it up for me. I'll have a video coming out early in the week for the anniversary event and how to go about doing that. I most likely will also be streaming next week. I normally do every other week, but because of the anniversary event, we will we'll do a live stream of that and do some of those tasks together. So. If you like the stream, consider hitting that thumbs up button. If you haven't subbed to the channel, please do so. That helps me out quite a bit. Check out the Discord server. All kinds of good stuff going on in there. Everything from ship builds, ground to walk metas. I think you'll find it pretty helpful for getting around DS9 very slowly, but looking odd and making people wonder what you're doing. Not really, but maybe now. Maybe now. We just started a new one. Anyways, I need to forget about that. It's gonna ruin my entire day of playing any game. All right. Yeah. I think that'll take care of it, guys. If you do have any other questions or anything that I did not answer, jump in the Discord. We'll help you out in there. Promise. So, all right. Till next time. Have a good one. Thanks for watching. Have a good one, Atreus. Triz, thank you, sir. Big Boss, have a good one. Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Mark, have a good one. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate all you guys. Matthew, as always, thank you, sir. Parker, have a good one. 07s, guys. Thanks a lot. Have a good one.